Good evening and welcome to the Town of Rockland Board of Selectmen meeting for Tuesday, January 18th, 2021. Please direct your attention to Selectman Larry Ryan for the Pledge of Allegiance. Larry, do the honors.
I got it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Larry.
Welcome.
Good evening, welcome. Please be advised that this open meeting is being broadcast live and recorded for playback by WRPS at www.youtube.com/WRPS-Rockland. Please go to WRPSRockland.com for further information. First on the agenda, Doug, community announcements.
Thanks, Mike. I do have two quick announcements. The first is just a reminder about the parking ban that the police have in effect for the winter. So just a reminder for folks, no overnight parking. And then the second, I'm just going to share my screen very quickly. Hopefully everybody can see my screen. I just thought I'd let the public know that everyone can now order free COVID tests from the federal government. The website right up here in the upper left corner where I'm highlighting is covidtests.gov. And you just click this button right here. It says order free at-home tests, and that'll bring you to a link to put in your address and order 4 free COVID test kits for your home. And that's all I have tonight.
Okay, thank you, Doug. Next on the agenda are minutes, review and approval of minutes of January 4th, 2022. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, Selectman Ryan,
Yes.
Selectman Needham,
Yes.
Selectman Penny,
Yes.
Vice Chair Nyman,
Yes.
and myself. Okay, next on the agenda, under new business, 2022 Fall Festival and Farmers Market update. Jean Blaney, Recreation Director. Jean?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us. Actually, Allison was supposed to be here, but she's just telling me that the link won't let her in for some reason. But I will go ahead. You folks got the information in your packet. So we're releasing the farmers market dates. There's actually 10 dates total. And we've had lots of interest already, people asking us to register, vendors asking us to register, breweries asking us to register. So it's great. So we want to get these out there and obviously get your blessing. We've already talked to police and we've talked to the Parks Department. So those are the folks that we needed to get their blessing, and we have. So 10 dates in total, starting June 11th and ending on October 22nd. And then in between that date would be the Rockland Fall Festival, and that's October 1st. And this year it's going to be from 1 to 5 p.m. based on the feedback that we got from both residents and vendors. We've actually run the Fall Festival date also by police, fire, parks, highway, and everyone has said, okay. So that's what we're doing here tonight. And just asking if you guys could give us your okay on that so that we can move forward with starting registrations, because we also have folks that would like to register for that as well.
Anybody have any questions or comments for Jean?
Is there going to be a birthday cake there for me?
Sure, Larry, I'll get you one.
Thank you. Guess I won't be around anymore though, except I'll be up there.
You come see me.
I'll be there.
Anybody else?
Looking forward to it. It was great last year, and now with a year under your belt, can't wait to see what it's like this year.
Okay, yeah, I think everybody was there anyway this year, and I think everybody had a pretty decent time at the Fall Fest, and the farmers markets were great every single week, and they got better each week. So let's keep getting bigger and better from here. So I'm not sure if we need any kind of a vote to approve this, but I'll open it up to entertain a motion to approve the dates that have been requested by the Recreation Department.
I'll make a motion to approve the dates requested.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Selectman Ryan,
Aye.
Selectman Needham,
Yes.
Selectman Penny,
Yes.
and Vice Chairman Nyman,
Yes.
and myself. That's unanimous. All right, Gene, keep up the great work. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next on the agenda, open town meeting warrant, annual and special town meeting, 5/2/2022. Doug.
Thanks, Mike. It's pretty self-explanatory. We're just opening up the warrant per our town charter. We have to do that a certain number of days before town meeting. And I see that Allison just joined. Maybe I'll just let her know that we're actually all set with the farmer's market. Jean took care of everything. So the board, board approved all the dates you guys suggested. So thank you for all your efforts.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yep. So, we previously gave you the schedule for when we're opening and closing the warrant, et cetera. So this is the formal notification of opening the warrant, and we'll start working on it like we always do.
Okay, so we need a motion to open the warrant,
Open the annual town warrant.
annual and special.
We can do them two separate, I would rather.
Okay, so open, so I have a motion to open the annual. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call vote. Selectman Ryan,
Yes,
Selectman Needham,
Yes.
Selectman Penny,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Nyman,
Yes.
and myself. And now I'll entertain a motion to open the special town meeting warrant.
we'll make that motion also.
I have a motion
I'll second that.
and a second. All's in favor, Selectman Ryan,
Yes,
Selectman Needham,
Yes.
Selectman Penny,
Yeah.
Vice Chairman Nyman,
Yes.
and myself. Okay, unanimous. The both warrants are officially open.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Doug. Next on the agenda, other new business not reasonably anticipated. Doug.
I have none.
Okay. So old business, we're going to pass over for tonight. The first topic, which is the sewer department, due to a previous engagement for the sewer commissioner. And
Mike,
then,
before we go further, can I just make one comment about that? If that's all
Yeah.
right. I wanted to let the board and the public know what we are hoping to talk about with the sewer department. And that's going to be rescheduled to February 1st. As Mike just said, we had a scheduling conflict. But in talking with Mike and setting this agenda, what we asked the sewer department to be prepared to discuss are the following items. So I thought I'd just let you know about that. And you can also let me know if you have any additional items you want me to ask them to be prepared for. The first is inflow and infiltration, often referred to as I&I. Any I&I capacity improvements that have been made since their last meeting with the Board of Selectmen. Second, the status of any new development projects in town as it relates to our existing currently available sewer capacity. Third is the status of their sewer moratorium, the hookup moratorium at the sewer department, see if there's any change in the status of that. Number 4 is an overview of the recent rate increase that the sewer commissioners voted for customers of the sewer department. And then lastly, number 5 would be the status of the sewer commissioners' search process for a new sewer superintendent. So those are the things that Mike and I asked them to be prepared for. And I just didn't know if anyone else had any additional items they want me to pass along in anticipation of the meeting. And if not, that's fine too.
any of the other members have any other comments or questions that they'd like to have addressed?
I just want to make sure that we address the I&I. And what's been done lately, who's done the work, when was it done? And how much capacity was added to the system when it was done?
Yep, understood. That was the first item on our list.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to see that on there, because I know that that's been brought up about the amount of capacity that was created. And we heard from the former superintendent that there was a lot of capacity created, but we had asked the commissioner to come back and give us the exact amount and let us know where we stand with that at this time. So, okay, so we don't have to set that agenda for another couple of weeks anyway. So if anybody has anything in the meantime that they can think of that they'd like to see addressed by both Dave Taylor and Chuck Hession, feel free to email myself or Doug, and we'll talk about it and get it on the agenda. All right. Okay. Next on the agenda, FY23 budget, if needed. Doug.
Yeah, just very briefly, Mike, I'll explain that we have concluded all of our individual department head budget meetings. I also had a very productive meeting today with Dr. Cron just to talk about the budget at a high level. And Biz and I, the town accountant and I, are waiting for the governor's budget to come out. Then we'll really get a better sense of our revenues, at least our revenues from the state, see where Chapter 70's targeted to come in. And then we'll really have to more aggressively start looking at, closing the preliminary budget gap that we'd identified. Also participated in some of the capital planning committees meetings. They're starting to interview the various departments. They've already started with highway and the fire department. So we're on schedule, following through the normal process.
All right, thank you, Doug. Next on the agenda, other old business not reasonably anticipated. Doug, anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, moving right along. Town administrators report and correspondence. Doug.
Thanks, Mike. Just a couple of things. Like all the other businesses in our community and across the country, we're being tested with COVID. We currently do have a number of employees that are out. They're either homesick or they're working from home remotely as they're in isolation. But I'm pleased to say we are continuing to maintain all of our operations. All departments are still functioning. So that's good. I've talked quite a bit at recent meetings about the pending federal OSHA rule that was going to affect the town. That was a combination of either requiring vaccinations or masking and periodic testing by employees. Well, since our last meeting, the Supreme Court has overturned that rule. So we will not be implementing that as it currently stands, and we won't be doing anything with that particular rule unless it is revised and is upheld by the courts. So that is now indefinitely on hold. I've already mentioned the free test kits again that are available from the federal government. That's covidtests.gov for the public. And then the last two non-COVID related items. Last Thursday, I did email the board all of my material that I think you need for my performance evaluation for this past year. So if anyone did not receive that, please let me know. And then lastly, my executive assistant, Sue Ide, is working with all of our department heads on putting together the 2021 annual town report document. So looking forward to that. And I appreciate her work along with all the other department heads in putting that together. That's all I have.
Thank you, Doug. Selectmen's comments. Comments and opinions expressed by individual members do not necessarily reflect the views of the Board of Selectmen and are the opinions and comments of only the individual member. Mr. Penny.
Mute myself, thank you. The only thing I have is papers are up at the town clerk's office. So, continue to hear chatter on the social media networks. This is your opportunity. Ton of open seats. If you want to get involved, make a difference in town, please go to the town clerk office, pull papers. You can look on the website, see what seats are available, but we need residents to step up. So challenge anyone out there who have spent hours on social media ripping the town. This is your opportunity. Step up, make a difference. That's it.
Thank you, Rich. Selectman Needham.
Hi, everybody. On January 5th, I was able to attend the Open Space Committee meeting visit to the McCarthy Farm. And I wanted to thank Chairman Donald Can, as well as the other members of the committee for the, walk through the farm. It only reinforced my enthusiasm and excitement for the future walking trails and whatnot. But it was a great walkthrough and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Tiffany. Selectman Ryan.
I'd like to extend my condolences to the family of Betty Burrow. She worked for the town for a long time. I know she had some issues, but I've known her a long time and she'll be missed by her family. I'm sure she will be missed by a lot of people. And that's about it. Enjoy the cold, everybody. There's a lot of snow coming. Get the plows ready.
Thank you, Larry. I hope you're wrong, but thank you.
I guess you're right.
Vice Chairman Nyman.
I don't have anything new to add that hasn't been said already. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Kara. So I'm just going to piggyback on what Richard said. There has been obviously a lot of chatter over the last year or so anyway, about people wanting to see certain things done. And I asked that people, take papers out and they run, be the change that you want to see occur. And I think it's one of those things where, we're looking for people that want to see things want to see things change and want to be part of the process. I wouldn't say, if you have a personal vendetta or you have a grudge against somebody, maybe that's not the right place for you. We're not looking for candidates that are out to get somebody or do anything like that. We've seen that over the last few years, and that hasn't really worked out. And we just like to keep it positive and come be a part of it. We've got a couple of seats, I think, up on this board potentially, and if we don't have people pulling papers to run, we're not going to be able to fill, the board of selectmen. I don't know what steps occur at that point, but papers are available in the town clerk's office. They're available until February 17th, I believe. And then you have until February 22nd to get them back in. We'd love to see some new faces come out and run. And to Rich's point, there have been a lot of people that have been talking over the last year or so and want to see some changes. So, I invite anybody to come on board and join a board or committee. I met with a resident, a week and a half ago in town hall. We met for 2 hours and we talked about all things, pertaining to the town, and he's got definite plans to run for a position. I wish more people, could reach out to myself, to any member of the board or to Doug or Jen, and just ask what the needs are and find out some more information and then make the decision if it's something that you want to do. But by all means, we welcome anyone. I would say if you're coming in with a vendetta, though, that's not the right way to do it. So with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn to go into executive session per Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A6, to consider the purchase of real property, assessors parcel 52-63-0. Entertain a motion.
Motion made,
I have a motion.
not to
Second.
reconvene.
Not to reconvene. And a second from Rich.
Second.
All those in favor, roll call vote. Selectman Needham,
Yes.
Selectman Ryan,
Yes.
Selectman Penny,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Nyman,
Yes.
and myself. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you.